This video is sponsored by Shortboxed, the easiest and safest way to buy and sell graded comic books. Download the app today using the link in the description.
So, going through a box that is labeled Turtles, and I just found a couple of copies of Usagi Yujimbo, early appearance of a turtle. Pretty cool book right there. So I thought I would actually turn on the camera before I went any further and see if we see something else in here.
Regie here, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, I want to show you all some books that I managed to find in the 100K collection. And if you happen to be new to the channel, no, I did not pay $100,000 for the collection. That number actually denotes the number of estimated books that are believed to be in the collection, which weighed roughly 30,000 pounds. And I know that because I had it transported and the guy had to stop at the weigh station. So that's how I know the weight. But I managed to find some really awesome books in the collection that I want to show you all. And as you saw in that brief clip, I found some Usagi Yujimbo comics, and I have found these books sporadically throughout the collection, and I'm hoping that I'm going to find the really expensive Usagi Yujimbo. The reality is that I probably won't, because I've been through the collection a couple of times, but you still have to hold out hope that you'll hit the jackpot. But I managed to find a handful of copies. I think there's, 4 copies here? 4 copies of Usagi Yujimbo issue number 10, and this is actually an early appearance of Leonardo. And so again, just a really cool book to have found in the collection. I know that there are a lot of Usagi Yujimbo fans out there. I'm uncertain if they're still making that cartoon that was announced a while ago, so it'll be interesting to see whether that actually sees the light of day. And to that point, I do believe that cartoon was going to be about space Usagi, and so it was really cool to have found a couple of copies of that. I think issue number 1 in this 3-part series is the more expensive book. I did not manage to find that one, but I did find 2 copies of issue number 2. Awesome cover here with a couple of dinosaurs there. My boy would absolutely love that book if I let him see it. He'd also want to read it. So this next book is one that I found before. I don't think I found this copy, but I found one copy many months ago, never pulled it out, but I stumbled upon this one, and this is Marvel Boy issue number 1. This is under the Marvel Knights imprint. And what's really interesting about this book is that there are some rumors that Marvel Boy will appear in the Marvel's movie or TV show, I can't recall, that they are planning to make. So I guess there is an actor that has already been hired, and they think that he is going to take up the role of Marvel Boy. So a cool book to have found. Maybe I'll be able to find the other one at some point if I can remember which of the 400 bins it is actually located in. Probably not. This is another book that I found. This was right with that Marvel Boy. This is Marvel Boy Genesis Edition. And I do believe that this is a flip book that was actually polybagged with Wizard magazine. And I have no clue what issue of Wizard it was bundled with. But again, a really interesting book to have found in the collection. I absolutely love the sketch or the grid covers that they've done with the sketches on them. I don't know when this one was released, but again, just a really cool cover. That grid paper actually reminds me of my father, who used to use a lot of grid paper when I was a kid. This next one is a really awesome book, and this book in the newsstand version was super hot at various points during the pandemic, and I found several copies of the direct edition. This is an additional copy that I happened to find not in a turtle bin. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures issue number 1, and I do believe that this is the first time that the Turtles actually wore different colored face masks. I do believe that that is true. Regardless, an awesome book to have found, and I want to say I've probably found a handful of copies of issue number 1. None of them have been really high grade, like 9.8 worthy. And this one is nice, but probably not a 9.8. Probably not a 9.8. All right. Moon Knight. Moon Knight has been incredibly hot. I have several bins that are labeled Moon Knight in the collection that I've gone through as a result of the popularity of the Moon Knight show, which I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we will get a season 2 of. And there was a character, the villain, that was in the series. I found one issue of his first appearance. I managed to find a couple more. Arthur Harrow's first appearance, issue number 2 of Moon Knight. That makes 3 copies of this book that I have now. I do not know if any of these will ever go off to CGC, but some really nice books to have found in the collection, along with this one. This is a legendary cover artist, and I just noticed that this one is actually a little stained on it. This is Moon Knight issue number 24, a gorgeous Bill Sienkiewicz cover right here. Red is my favorite color, so anything that has red, I'm automatically a fan of. But this was one of his covers for Moon Knight. I'm going to keep it going with Moon Knight here for a few more. This is Moon Knight issue number 37 right here. And I do believe that this is the origin of Mark Spector. Maybe not the best cover, but the book does have some significance as an origin story. And speaking of legendary artists, this last book that I'll show you is a Stephen Platt book. This is, I do believe, his first work on the Moon Knight series. He went on to do a lot of other Moon Knight covers that people absolutely love. But this is Mark Spector Moon Knight issue number 55 right there. And I have found, I do believe, a couple of copies of this in the collection thus far, and this is an additional cover. So there you have it. That is my mini haul of books that I managed to find in the 100K collection. Before I wrap up this video, I want to give you all an opportunity to potentially add a really awesome book to your own collection. My friends over at Shortbox give me the ability to give away a $100 credit once a month to one lucky subscriber who takes the time to leave a substantive comment behind on a video. And this is that video. So I encourage you to leave a comment behind, and I will randomly pick one winner, and that winner will be announced in a few days on a live show. And I will put some additional details in the description of this video, so make sure you leave that substantive comment behind. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I definitely want to encourage you to do that as well. Go ahead and tap the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and that way you won't miss out on any of the content that comes out from the channel. And if you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.